Hello my friend, welcome to Breakfast with Sergio. This is episode number 243 and today I'm going to tell you why I quit my full-time teaching career. Well, hello my friend, welcome to Breakfast with Sergio. This is another special episode for me. Why? Because I want to tell you a little bit of my story. I want to tell you a little bit of why I'm here and the things that I'm planning for the new decade, because 2020 is right around the corner and I am super excited about that. Well, I want to tell you a little bit about expectations, right? Expectations that we have as artists, what an art career is supposed to look like. I don't know about you, but when I went to art school many years ago, last decade or a couple decades ago, and when I went to art school, kind of like this idea of being an artist was one of, you go to art school, you graduate, you start working as an artist, having exhibitions, showing, and so on, and then you find a teaching gig, and if it leads to a full-time tenure track position, you got it made, right? Then you stay there, you take that position until you retire pretty much or move to another institution, and that gives you a secure job, a secure check that comes in the mail, and then you can continue making your art. You get summers off. I mean, it's kind of like a dream job in a way if you think about it. If teaching is something that you like to do. So that was kind of like the expectations that were around. This is a time before social media, a time when the internet was just a baby. This idea of building your audience did not exist. Nobody talked about that because it was not a thing. But the years have passed by, my friend. The world has changed. Internet, the social media has disrupted everything. All the expectations that we had of what an artist is or should be or shouldn't be and so on have totally changed. Has given opportunities for doing new things, has given opportunities for self-taught artists to rise and also to create amazing things and to build their audiences, and for artists to really do all kinds of new things that were not possible before the internet, right? It came to disrupt the art world altogether, including galleries, how things work and so on. So for the last few years, I've been really paying a lot of attention, but not only reading and looking, but I've been really taking a step and looking at all the options myself, right? I opened my own art gallery. My gallery now it has done partnerships too, and we are only selling online, which has been a great move. We are also more curatorial projects internationally. With my art, I've done a lot of things too, more traveling, museum shows, and all this, because there's now a way to connect with people through social media. And I started Breakfast with Sergio 243 episodes ago, right? 3 times a week, just about. And I've been loving it. And my podcast, which is now 3 years old, again, just as alive as ever. And all these different things and all these different ways of working. And my passion for education, which has always been here in my heart, it has also changed the way I see education. And I think education doesn't necessarily in today's world has to be on a brick and mortar space where you drive to and you show up in front of a live audience there and you teach, right? Which there's nothing wrong with that. I think there's value for that and it's necessary. However, there are other options as well. And for as much as I love my teaching career, my tenure position, and working with so many amazing students, which I'm still in contact with them through social media, which is really awesome to see them flourish and take on themselves and their careers. Maybe some of you are watching. I'm working with so many other professors and teachers also, which I loved, and we created great friendships. To leave everything like that behind and go into a new direction, it was a big move for me. It was totally a big move, but a necessary one, because 2020 is around the corner. 2020 is a time to say, that one decade has come, one decade will come. What am I going to do? What is that decade going to look like for me, right? What kind of art career do I want to build? And my friend, for the last 240 something episodes, I've been talking about options. I've been talking about the entrepreneurial career. I've been talking about marketing, advertising. I've been talking about, all the things, social media, and you name it, right through Breakfast with Sergio. We have been spending time together. Some of you know me more than my close friends because you watch Breakfast with Sergio and you follow me on social media and everywhere else. So, I wanted to share this moment with you and tell you, why I'm so excited about this move. And that is because I believe, in education so much that I don't want to contain it to a building. I believe education, can take the form that we have right now, social media, this thing that we are doing right now, right? It's a platform that did not exist 10 years, and I'm taking advantage of that. I reached so many more people, so many more artists and students through this new platform that I could ever teaching 24 hours a day in a classroom. And that is the world in which I'm jumping in. That is the world I'm super excited about, because today, artists, we have options, right? We have options. Whatever notion you had of what an artist looks like, what an artist should be, whatever expectations you had made or the art world had made for you in the past, they don't matter anymore, because you have options. You can be a traditional artist, like, I've talked about many times before, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's a choice. But you can also be the hybrid artist that I have talked about many times, which that's what I have chosen to do. And there's nothing wrong with that, right? Whether you went to art school or not, maybe you're a self-taught artist, doesn't really matter. Everyone now has access to an audience, and to build your audience, and to build your career, and to build your business, which at the end of the day is what allows you to pay your bills, to continue working with freedom, to doing the things you want, right? Building a business, not just a side hustle, not just a weekend thing, but really a sustainable art career, a sustainable business, something I've been working towards. And I've been talking about everything, how to do it through Breakfast with Sergio. You've been watching this for a long time. I've given you a roadmap. And then inside my coaching program, which I have talked about before, that's where I help artists, in a more strategic way, how to apply what you learn into and put it into practice, right? How to build this whole thing. And my friend, it's just an amazing time to reinvent yourself. So think about, I hope this episode will help you think about your own art career, right? How are you going to define your art career in 2020? Not how everybody else is going to define it for you, but how do you want to define it in 2020? What steps are you willing to take to be where you want to be as an artist 1 year from now, 3 years from now, 5 years from now, and the next decade, 10 years from now, right? You need to make steps. I didn't just go and turn in my keys and say, okay, goodbye, I'm going, and I had no plan. No, I've been working on my plan, on my multiple income streams, on selling more art, on establishing myself as an artist at a higher position. There's a lot of things that I've been doing, to be what I am right now. And my friend, you can do it too. You can do it too. Taking steps today that will lead you to where you want to be. Not waiting for everything to be right, because there's no right moment. There's no such thing. Everything takes a risk. Every new thing is a risk. Many of my friends said, Sergio, what are you doing? Why are you living this? It's crazy. You're going from something that's secure to something totally unsecure. That is fine. That is the world which I want to live with. My wife and I have to live. It's a family decision. She has also left her field. She has a doctorate in psychology. She left her high-paying job to become entrepreneurial, to write her book, to teaching now parents, and that's the life we want to live. We want to be movable. We want to be free of these expectations that the world has for us. And my friend, if you want to do the same, if you need help establishing your business, getting on track on your business, building really a business, a career that will sustain you in the long term, I invite you, my friend, to check out, and I've been talking about this for a while, but check it out really if you haven't done so, my art business growth challenge, which starts in 2020. You can work with me. You can see exactly what I'm doing. I'm going to be sharing everything that I know, and I'm going to be helping you to build your own business for the future so that you can take the steps that you want for your art career. Maybe you want to sell more. Maybe you want to get more exhibitions. Maybe you want to look for more opportunities. Whatever they are, check it out. All you need to do is go to www.theartistnextlevel.com/2020. You'll see it here on the screen. And I want to help you out to build your own art business, as well as you can see how I'm building my own business. So my friend, that's the new life for me right now. Here in my video studio, my art studio is right down, a few steps away. My office is upstairs, so I have now, this is my new headquarters. You will be seeing a lot more of me in the future. And my friend, thanks for being part of my community. I appreciate you. I'm here for you, and it's going to be an awesome 2020. Let's make it our best year ever. Have a great day. Goodbye.